Good morning, students. How you all are? Hope you all are well. And here we are back with our SST class. In the last class, we had discussed about the two important motions of the Earth. One was rotation, which means Earth completes one rotation in 24 hours. Rotation means spinning in its own axis. Due to rotation, we have day and night. Then we had discussed about second important motion of Earth, and it is revolution. We had seen that to complete one revolution around the sun, Earth takes 365 days and 6 hours. And I had said that why it is 365 days and 6 hours, how we used to make this, है ना। अब हम इसको थोड़ा समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। अर्थ एक रेवोल्यूशन कंप्लीट करने के लिए हाउ मच टाइम इट टेक्स? इट टेक्स 365 days and 6 hours. Basically, you all have heard about leap year. मैथमेटिक्स में भी आपने पढ़ा होगा that leap year in the month of Feb we have 29 days, and throughout that year we have 366 days, but in other years we have 365 days. We will try to understand that why we have that one additional day in the leap year. जैसे कि हमने पहले डिस्कस किया, अर्थ रेवोल्यूशन के लिए 365 डेज एंड 6 आवर्स लेता है. ओके स्टूडेंट, सो फर्स्ट ईयर इट विल टेक 365 डेज, दिस 6 आवर्स उसको हम हटा देंगे. देन इन सेकेंड ईयर अगेन इट इज 365 डेज, 6 आवर्स को फिर से अलग कर लिया. देन थर्ड ईयर 365 डेज अगेन वो 6 आवर्स को हमने अलग कर लिया. नाउ फोर्थ ईयर इज लीप ईयर, मींस एवरी फोर्थ ईयर इज लीप ईयर. व्हाई वी विल सी. इन लीप ईयर वी हैव 365 days as all other 3 years plus 6 hours from the first year, 6 hours from the second year, 6 hours from the third year, 6 hours from the fourth year. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, how much it is? It is 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours means one day. Okay, means हर साल का जो 6-6 घंटा है उसको हमने क्या कर लिया? We had added it and all 4-6 hours make 24 hours, that is one day. This one day is added in the leap year, that means 365 days plus one more day, that is 366 days. That is why we have one additional day in the leap year, that is 366. So I hope you all have understood that what is the mystery behind leap year. Clear students? So students, just now we all understood that why we have 366 days in leap year and why we have 365 days in other years. Now we will discuss that why we have different seasons. As you all know that we all basically have 4 important seasons. One is summer, winter, spring and autumn. Now we will see that why we have this season. The main reason behind this season is revolution of Earth around the sun. Actually, I am not very good in diagram, so please you go with it. Okay, students. You can see that it is sun, and I have just represented motion of the earth. This motion is not in circular shape, but it is oval shape. थोड़ा सा oval shape में. Now try to understand that. Means this is earth, and at this time sun rays will fall directly on the earth. So almost all the region near equator it will experience summer season. ओके स्टूडेंट, आप देख सकते हैं कि अभी इस पोजीशन में मींस हमारा अर्थ जब इस पोजीशन पे होगा तो जो सन रेज है दैट विल डायरेक्टली फॉल ऑन द अर्थ. इट रिसीव्स मैक्सिमम हीट एंड दिस पार्ट द शेडेड पार्ट ऑफ द अर्थ इट विल हैव समर. ओके, इट विल हैव समर सीजन. बेसिकली हमारा जो अर्थ है वो थोड़ा टिल्टेड है, एक तरफ झुका हुआ है. सो बेसिकली इन दिस पोजीशन summer will be in the northern hemisphere. At the same time, the other part will have winter season. Now, when Earth will come to this position, okay, so sun rays will fall directly in all the parts, and as sun rays is falling equal in all the parts, in this time we will have autumn season. Now look at the motion of earth this side. अब जो shaded part इस तरफ था वो हमारा sun के पीछे चला गया. So sun rays will be falling here, that is in the southern part, and this side it will be summer season, but this side it will be winter season, because sun rays जो है वो इस तरफ पड़ रहा है और इस तरफ कम है. So this side will be facing winter season. Again, earth will move to this position, sun rays will fall direct, and we will have spring season. Clear students? अब इसी मतलब what seasons we face, that is also given some technical term. It is called summer solstice. Summer solstice इसका क्या मतलब होता है? Longest day of the year means when the sun rays will fall directly on this hemisphere, it will have the longest day, and that longest day is called summer solstice, and it is 21 June. At the same time, when earth will be in this side, it will be winter solstice, that is in 22 December. Means सबसे लंबा जो रात होता है that is 22 December, winter solstice, and summer solstice सबसे बड़ा दिन that is 21 June. Understood about winter and summer solstice? Now this 2 point is called equinox. Equinox. Equinox is made from word equal. That means equal day and equal night. That we have in 21 March and 23 September. 23 September and in 21 March we have equal day and night. It's little confusing, I can understand, so I am going to repeat it 3 times. One I had already did here on the board. Now I am going to read it from your book, and after this even I will show it in the Tata class, so everything will be clear. Page number 20. The longest day and the shortest night at this place occurs in 21 June. At this time in southern hemisphere all the conditions are reversed. It is winter season there. The nights are longer than the days. This position of earth is called summer solstice. On 22 December, the Tropic of Capricorn receives direct rays of the sun as the south pole tilts towards it. As the sun rays fall vertically at the Tropic of Capricorn, a larger portion of southern hemisphere gets light. Therefore, it is summer in southern hemisphere with longer days and shorter nights. This reverse happens in northern hemisphere. This position of earth is called winter solstice. On 21 March and September 23, direct rays of the sun fall on equator. At this point, neither of poles is tilted towards the sun, so whole earth experience equal day and equal night. This is called equinox. Clear? Now we will go for the Tata class and you will just see the video.
I'm so glad, Ma, that you brought me to the planetarium. Mom, look at the Earth revolving around the Sun. We can see Australia on the globe. I can't believe we were there just a few days back. Isn't it funny, Ma? How it was so cold when we were in Australia in May, and back here in India, we are sweating under the hot sun in the same month.
Well, it is winter in Australia at this time, while we have summer in India. The sun's rays fall in a slanting manner on Australia in May, so it is cold there, while the sun's rays fall quite directly over India, making it hotter. You know that the earth revolves around the sun, don't you? You also know that the earth's axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. So, as the earth moves around the sun, the amount of sunlight and heat that the two hemispheres receive changes during the year.
How does that happen?
On the 21st of June, the sun's rays fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer. At this time, the North Pole faces the sun. On this day, the Northern Hemisphere experiences the longest day and the shortest night. This position of the Earth, when the sun is directly overhead at the Tropic of Cancer, is called the summer solstice. At this time, the Northern Hemisphere experiences summer, and it is winter in the Southern Hemisphere because the sun's rays are slanted and spread over a large area here. In the Southern Hemisphere, days are short and nights are long.
Oh, so that's why it was cold in Australia in May. So, Mom, when it is winter in India, it must be summer in Australia.
Yes, you see, 6 months later, as the Earth revolves around the Sun, on the 22nd of December, the Sun's rays fall directly on the Tropic of Capricorn. This position of the Earth, when the Sun's rays fall directly on the Tropic of Capricorn, is called the winter solstice. Due to the tilt of the axis, the Southern Hemisphere faces the Sun, while the Northern Hemisphere faces away from the Sun.
But now, what about spring and autumn? Which hemisphere faces the sun at this time?
At this time, neither the Northern nor the Southern Hemisphere faces the Sun. Notice that the Sun's rays fall directly on the equator. Due to this, the days and nights are equal in all regions on the Earth. This is called an equinox. This happens twice a year, on the 21st of March and the 23rd of September. On the 21st of March, it is spring in the Northern Hemisphere. On the 23rd of September, another equinox takes place. At this time, it is autumn in the northern hemisphere, so it is referred to as the autumn equinox. At this time, it is spring in the southern hemisphere.
In that case, next time I go to Australia, I will choose to go when it is autumn in India. That means it will be spring in Australia and I will get to see some beautiful flowers.
So I hope you all have understood about motions of the earth, that is rotation, revolution, why we have leap year, why we have different seasons, why we have day and night, what is summer and winter solstice, and what is equinox. If you have any doubt, you mention it and that problem I will solve for you. Now it is homework time, as we had finished our chapter. Hello students. So go to the link and write question answers of this chapter. So this is your homework. Okay students, keep safe, stay healthy. Thank you students.